comments as follows. 1. That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan for 6 months for her total violation of the Senate Standing Rules 2023 as amended for bringing the president, the presiding officer, and the entire Senate in general to public opprobrium. 2. That for the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or to reduce the tenure of suspension, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan shall submit a written apology to the Senate before the reconsideration by the Senate. 3. That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan with effect from 6 March 2025 from all legislative activities forthwith. 4. That her office be locked up for the duration of her suspension and hand over all Senate properties in her possession to the clerk of the National Assembly. 5. That for the duration of her suspension, she cannot come or be seen within the vicinity of the National Assembly, including her staff. 6. That her salaries and allowances, including those of her legislative aides, be suspended and withdraw of all security details for the duration of her suspension. And 7. That for the period of her suspension, she be barred from representing herself to the public, locally and internationally, as a Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In conclusion, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, my most distinguished and respected colleagues, on behalf of the Senate Committee on Ethics, Code of Conduct, and Public Petitions, we appreciate the Senate President and our distinguished colleagues for the opportunity granted us to serve Nigerians through the Committee of Ethics, Code of Conduct, and Public Petitions, respectfully submitted for consideration and approval. Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues.
Nigerians are reacting to this because it's so funny how somebody will sit down and think of suspending somebody for 6 months. Even when people, report budget padding, it's usually 3 months. This one, you are now being suspended for 6 months. Why don't you people just make her suspend her for 2 years now? Why are you making it 6 months? 6 months is too small. You see these senators. Now I know why when a senator dies, you see people don't even feel it. They don't even care. Because these people are very mean. A lot of them in this place, this hollow chamber sitting down here, they are very, very mean. How do you get up one morning because somebody accused you, instead of you to step aside and say, this accusation is something that is too much. I want this thing to be probed. And when you say you want it probed, you see that they will go into it. Don't be the one to set a committee. In fact, already the whole senators, in short, let's say 70% of the senators are supporting you, Akpabio. So let the Senate on their own sit down and think of what to do. You cannot be a judge in your own case, sir. Now they are suspecting Senator Natasha. Now some people say, oh, she did not go to the ethics and privileges to go, and she cannot go to that committee because they have already asked them to suspend that. So you are trying to suspend her because she said she gave the reason why you have been victimizing her on the floor of the Senate. She will raise her hand, you won't call her. You have been doing it. It's just recently you are trying to now, balance everything with some people in the Senate, because there are some senators that have been here since you people were inaugurated. You have never called them because you have personalized the Senate. It has now become your show. People have to travel to anywhere you are to go and see you, to allow you to ask. That's why every time even when you are not around, they will not sit until you are back. So your deputy is just there bearing the name deputy. Nothing can be done. Shame on you, Akpabio. Shame.